What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize because I've been wanting to get content out to you guys regarding, the weapon changes and, also the brand new game mode. I already discussed the perk, but I want to go ahead and touch upon all the different things within, the update that we got a few days ago. But, I haven't really been playing the game too much recently, so I haven't really been able to try out the content as much as I would like before critiquing it in a video. So, of course, if you guys are interested, I will be critiquing that stuff probably today and maybe the next day over on Twitch. We'll be live streaming it, giving it some gameplay. So, if you guys are interested and you want to hop into that stream, hang out with us, or even hop into the open lobbies that we host on a day-to-day basis, by all means, you can find a link to my Twitch channel down in the description of this video. And again, that goes live around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern time. And don't forget, guys, if you do want to be notified when those videos go live, or even, be notified for any of the content that goes live on this channel, subscribe and hit that bell. Post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And once you go ahead and hit that bell, you'll be notified for each and every video that pops up on this channel. But I had to go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, put this video together before all of this other stuff because this is crucial to me personally, and I think the community is going to be happy to see that Activision is finally acknowledging this, but at the same time, disappointed because they're pointing in the wrong direction. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't remember back to the beginning of Black Ops 6, or, if you're coming into the game fresh and brand new, there was a loading screen of, a zombie Santa Claus with an odd number of fingers on that hand, which once again sparked the debate that AI or AI tools have been used within the Call of Duty experience. And it's not really any shocker because we've seen in the past Activision hiring for specific AI jobs. They want people who know how to use AI and work around AI, and that's who they are basically picking up for the overall Call of Duty process. So we already knew that, at some point in time, we're probably going to see, a decent amount of it. But just this year, it finally started to spark. And it was wild because nobody disclosed us of this information. Yes, we saw that they were hiring people, but we got to a point where we had no clue what's AI and what's not AI within Black Ops 6. And once that gets triggered, I'm telling you, it all goes downhill from there. Because, we have trust issues. If they were a bit more open with it, which, again, I'm still going to discuss later why I'm just probably never going to be open with such a thing. But, again, if they were open with it, I think the community would be a bit more not accepting, but they wouldn't be saying everything in the game is AI based, and it's kind of funny because literally every single thing that gets introduced into the game, everybody claims is AI, even stuff that is legitimate art put together by real individuals. It's getting called out for being AI because, again, people don't know, once they see that AI is indeed incorporated into the game and they're not disclosing it, they're not going to trust absolutely anything that's going on within this experience. And it's not even just the AI artwork, it's also the voice actors as well. For those who forgot, the whole zombies cast pretty much got scrapped because they wanted to go ahead and incorporate AI into, once again, the voice acting. And for anybody who knows anything about voice acting or any art out there, nobody is going to be okay with that. If any company comes to someone who is trying to, become a voice actor and says they want to, buy the rights to their voice or something like that, or incorporate AI, that's an instant red flag. And 9 times out of 10, they are doing the dash. Unless they're a brand new person into the scene, they might, accept the cash and, go on with their day. But 9 times out of 10, anybody who hears that is getting the heck out of there, right? It's disgusting practices, and I don't blame them for wanting to avoid everything to do with it. But the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is that this game, Black Ops 6 specifically, has been running into a lot of garbage with AI. But, luckily for us, I say this sarcastically, Activision finally came out and started to disclose these things. As you can see right here from Charlie Intel, Activision has now confirmed some in-game content in Call of Duty is AI generated. Our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets. Activision says as part of a required disclosure on Steam. I'm going to actually go ahead and flash up exactly where this is seen so you can see with your own eyes at the very bottom there. AI generated content disclosure. The developers describe how their game uses AI generated content like this. Our team uses generative AI tools to help develop some in-game assets. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is finally officially confirmed, although we already knew that AI was in the game. We finally know for sure that, yes, they are indeed incorporating some aspects of AI towards whether it's the art, maybe certain concepts for whatever they're trying to build in the game, so on and so forth. Voice acting, we know not very specifically what, is indeed AI, but we know that it is being used within Black Ops 6. Now, first and foremost, I do want to say this is extraordinarily scummy, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly why. Activision was never going to do this. They weren't. They were gladly going to pull this over on the community, save themselves some extra bucks, fire a bunch of, very good artists, and try to make up for it by using AI and not disclosing anything to the overall community and try to pull a quick one on us. And the reason I say this is because when Charlie Intel put out that tweet at the very bottom, he did claim saying, Activision says as part of a required disclosure on Steam. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I love Steam. They also have something pretty similar when it comes to like NFTs or, whatever the coins are, all that type of stuff. I'm pretty positive you can't even, it's very rough to get your games on Steam if you have anything to do with that. And again, if you use any sort of AI within this game, you are forced to disclose this or they will more than likely strip your game from the Steam marketplace. And let me tell you guys something. Nobody wants that to happen because on PC, Steam is the biggest platform to go ahead and get games on. If you ask any PC player or anybody who's coming into PC new and you ask them, where you're playing your games, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be saying on Steam, unless, of course, a certain game forces you to use a different browser. Steam is huge. It's one of the biggest marketplaces. And no company wants to lose access to that marketplace, hence why Activision was so quick to fold and instantly put in a disclosure on Steam. But like I said, that's disgusting to me personally because they were never going to tell us. If this wasn't on Steam and it was only on console and Battle.net, we would have never had any clue what was going on. They would have gladly hid this from the community for years and years and years, and we would have not had a sliver of information on what is AI in this game and what's not AI in this game. And we, the community, would be stuck with, once again, bringing up our conspiracy theories and, coming up with concepts and ideas based off what we're seeing with, like, loading screens and, operators. I mean, for the love of God, over half of the bundles in this game sometimes have literally stuff that's blatantly blocking the iron sight. Like, when you aim and shoot, you can't see the target. You can't tell me a human made that. You can't. Unless they are literally a person who never plays FPS games and they're just there to, try to create some cool looking art. But I mean, any FPS player will load into the game, look at that skin and say, okay, this is garbage. I can't see anything. Get it out. AI had to make it. It's the only thing I could think of. AI has made a bunch of stuff within Call of Duty. But again, Activision was never going to tell us. They were going to leave it to us to figure it out on our own. And even when we do figure it out, people are going to call us crazy because nobody's officially claiming that it's AI. So anybody who thinks it might be AI, I mean, there's literally nothing to back it up with besides, oh, we think that's made by AI, right? They were going to gladly do that to us as a community. I'm glad they didn't, but, it proves how scummy they truly are because, again, it took Steam basically forcing them to come out with a disclosure in order for them to actually do something about it. But I do want to dive a little bit deeper into just AI as a whole because it's not even just, with Activision disclosing it or not. It doesn't even matter to me. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't think anything regarding AI should be acceptable when it comes to the art space. And gaming and game development is indeed an art. Now, maybe if you want to use, AI to, maybe help with other tasks, deeper tasks, maybe like, coding or anything of the above. But when it comes down to the artists, when they're crafting skins, making loading screens, giving emblems, map designs and styles, you know what I'm saying? Weapons, skins, voice actors. All of that stuff is an art. And I don't know about you guys. I've seen people defend this many times before, but again, this is just my personal stance and it's my personal opinion. AI anything does not need to be anywhere near any type of art. It takes the whole purpose of being an artist away, If I could just have the computer generate a concept for me, that's half of the job. That's half of the creativity just stripped away from me, and it just makes it, I know it makes it easier, but at the end of the day, it takes away the passion from doing what these people love. One of the biggest reasons why people love, some of the voice actors from back in the day in the OG COD experience, through the OG Black Ops campaigns, or the OG Modern Warfare campaigns, or even, the multiplayer, announcers and stuff like that. The reason people love that stuff, those voice actors, or maybe even the emblems, or the calling cards that people wanted to grind for, or the skins that people want to obtain. The reason that we enjoyed that stuff is not just because of the grind, but because of the passion behind it. You could feel the passion from these individuals being, inserted into the game with their artwork. And that is non-existent when you have a computer building it. When a computer is putting together this art, there is no soul, there is no passion. You know what I'm saying? It's going to scavenge the internet for thousands and thousands and thousands of different things to try to formulate one of the best possible outcomes for what the consumer or whatever the person is inputting wants. And that's it. That again, to me personally, is disgusting. And I know it's just my personal take on things, and others might think that it's perfectly fine for gaming. But at the end of the day, gaming is a passion. People who put together these games have a passion. And the second that computers start taking over all of the creative work, I mean, what games are going to really be enjoyable anymore? You know, what stories are actually going to have a good storyline that's not just going to be your typical everyday, AI printed out garbage? It's just not going to be as much fun anymore. The lucky thing is that more than likely, this isn't going to take over every game out there, right? There's going to, if AI dominates the AAA space, there will be indie teams who will at least bring stuff up with their own passion. That's the best part about gaming, is that there's always alternatives. But it still sucks that in at least my favorite franchise, Call of Duty, and a lot of people who come to my channel, it's hard for me to tell if they actually do enjoy COD and they're salty because they want to see it become better, or if they just genuinely do not like COD at all and they just really just want to see it die altogether. You know what I'm saying? But I love Call of Duty. I love this franchise. And to see it step towards this direction hurts me like no tomorrow. It's understandable because, it's owned by Microsoft now, and Microsoft is really pushing into the AI scene. So it's to be expected, but my God, it just, man, it sucks. And this is why I always wish there could be a potential alternative, but sadly, all the alternatives that come to light to compete with COD typically die out very quickly. But ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with this? Do you think it's good that they're disclosing this, or do you think that Activision is kind of scummy for waiting this long until, Steam basically forced their hand? And also, do you think AI work in Call of Duty is good? Is it okay? Or do you think that AI should be nowhere close to anything that is in the artistic field? But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.